Alright. Let me get my stuff. So, we're going to do a quick official limited late model, dirt limited late model race in VR. See how it goes. If you tune in, thank you.
Got a slow car ahead on the bottom. Go high. Go high. Slow car down low. Slow car down low.
I didn't even look to see the quality of the drivers that are in this today. Just figured what the hell, I haven't run a dirt race this week.
17.486.
Look at that, already second fastest time out of 35 people.
Car stop down low. 17.336.
First fastest time. So far it's looking good for today's race. Now, if you've been on iRacing for any length of time, you know that some people could just turn fast laps. But when it comes down to racing, they're just an absolute train wreck. So hopefully my race goes well. Whoa!
Slow car ahead on the bottom.
A little too high up there.
Slow car up high. Go low.
So those who are new to iRacing, I'm going to give you a little warning. Pay attention to your practice before you go into the actual official race session practice. If everybody is a train wreck throughout the practice, you may want to just wait out the race and do a different one, because chances are if everybody in practice is wrecking, the race is going to be the same way, and you're going to risk your safety rating, all that good stuff, iRating, when you could just avoid it by finding a better time frame to get in there. So I'm a little worried about this one, because it seems like almost all these cars are crashing out. I keep rubbing the wall, but you know, that's not a big deal in dirt, as long as you don't smack the wall.
18.05.
Oh, got a little squirrely there.
Car stopped ahead. Slow car down low.
I dug in.
17.844.
So for those who are looking to get into dirt, you have a tendency to want to just floor it the entire time. I have found that letting off the gas about halfway as you come into the turn, getting back on it about pretty much as you apex, gives you the best, the best grip. Alright. So somebody has beat us in time by quite a bit too, Nick Arthurton. So he's beat us by 0.1 second. We have 1 minute before the race starts. So let's see how it goes. Got 41 registered. No idea what split I'm going to be in. Probably the lowest, because my iRating in dirt is not very good. My safety rating is pretty decent, but I don't get really daring in dirt. I try to be more consistent and safe versus taking unnecessary risks, and it has turned out quite well for me. I think I win about 15% of the time, podium like 58% or something like that. So I'd rather just be consistent right now until I get the full hang of dirt, because dirt is it's a different animal than asphalt short tracks. So like before, this whole new theme of the channel is short track racing, whether it be dirt or asphalt. and I've switched to VR. And for those who just tune in and find this video, this is the kind of view you get with VR. You can look around the entire car, look up, you can look behind you. So, I mean, it's pretty nice to have VR. If you switch from a monitor to VR, you're gonna have a little bit of a transition. I'm not sure if you can see what's on the screen or not on YouTube, but while it loads up, you might have nothing. But we're about to go into the official race session. Typically, don't run the practice in an official race session. Like once you actually get to your split, that 3-minute practice you have, I don't jump in that. Mainly because if you have a bunch of people who are disasters on the track, once you go into your official practice, it will affect your safety rating, and I would rather not risk it. So we'll sit here for another minute and 45 seconds, wait for these guys to do their laps, and we'll do our qualifying. Hopefully we qualify first. I don't see the guy in here who was, actually I do, Nick Arthurton, I think was his name. I think that's the guy who beat me in time. So we'll probably be on his outside if he runs another time like that. He's pretty quick. That's okay. Starting on the outside, for me, typically is a little safer. I could avoid all the crashes that undoubtedly happen usually going into turn 1. But yeah, so hopefully I could qualify right up there around outside pole and let all the crashes happen behind me, and Nick and I can battle it out, see what happens. So we got about 40 more seconds before the session starts, qualifying. We got little kids in here, great. Nothing against, some of them are good, but a lot of them, they make really bad, poor decisions. They get, if you're beating them, they'll hit you. Just very immature driving behaviors with. But some of them are very fast. I guess they have that don't know any better bravery, and sometimes that pays off if they're good drivers and they make daring decisions that somebody might be a little more wise wouldn't do, but it pays off for them. But sometimes they make really, really stupid decisions. All right, let's see what we can qualify. So we're 7th in the split. Probably a lower split because I have pretty poor iRating in dirt.
Green flag, green flag. Here comes your first time lap. One more lap. 17.387.
So far I'm on the pole, but I have a feeling that Nick guy's going to run a faster time. In the practice, he ran a 17.2. Let's see if I can. There, I came off a lot better that time.
There's a flag. It's over.
Alright, so it looks like I'm going to start 3rd, unless somebody runs a little quicker. Keep an eye on that real quick. Hopefully the two ahead of me are pretty safe drivers, and we don't get collected up in a disaster right off of the start here. Hopefully the crap is in the back, because I highly doubt this is a high split. Very unlikely. My iRating is like 800 in dirt, just because I don't get too aggressive and try to win every single race I get into. So let's see. All these are Division 10, 8, 9, so it's going to be a lower split. So, all right. So we are at Volusia. It's going to be a 30-lap feature. We got 1, 2, 11, 12, 13, 14 people in here. And I am starting outside, second row right now. So we got some people that are fairly fast. Caleb Hawk's pretty dang quick. Oh, man. So, not sure if anybody's watching. If you are, thank you. I know I don't have a whole lot of subscribers. But hopefully people who are looking for short track racing with VR and are interested in learning about VR and transitioning to VR will find this when they start searching, because that's one thing I found is, when I was trying to switch to VR a few weeks ago, I don't care about cup racing and gander, and I didn't care about road prior to VR. Now I actually enjoy it in VR, but it seems like everything on YouTube for the most part is cup, gander, Xfinity, that kind of stuff, and I just prefer short track racing. Not a whole lot of options there for VR, people who do VR or short track, so that's why I decided to go ahead and start up my channel again. Do some VR, short track racing, dirt and asphalt. Now, yesterday I did a road race and a practice for shits and giggles. All right, we got 1 minute 15 seconds before the race begins. So if anybody tunes into this later on, or you're watching live and you're interested in VR, I'm running an Oculus Rift S. I still have not figured out the proper settings for my OBS studio, so you can see exactly what I see. But I'm going to work on that, trying to figure that out. But I'm running the Oculus Rift S. I'm running an i7 processor, the 9400, I think, or 9700, or whatever the hell it is. Got 32 gigs of RAM and a GTX 1060 GPU. And I know that's an older GPU, not even that fancy, but it does the job well. My view is pretty good. So the computer I had and started with my VR a few weeks ago was actually an old office computer. It was with an i5 like 4300 processor, 8 gigs or 12 gigs of RAM, and the same GTX 1060 GPU, and it handled it okay, but the frames per second, if you look up in the corner up there, you see I'm running 70-80 steady, and I'm not hitting red on any of the meters there. But with the other processor, it was all red, and I was running like 30 to 40 frames per second. So I went ahead and upgraded.
Line up on the outside. Pit road is closed.
All right, here we go. Let's see who we got. Number 40 here, 40B. It's a cool looking car. Gator colors though. Not that I care about football, but got the number 5 up there. I can't see who's back there. But see, as you can see with VR, you can look around at everybody, get a good view of everything, all the way back to your back window. I wouldn't recommend racing and looking that far back unless you just do it really quick. But with dirt racing, it works out really well because you can kind of peek over and see if anybody's on your outside. All right, so we're waiting for the outside pole person to jump in. So if you're new to iRacing, when you grid, once the last person grids, it'll let you put it in gear. Before that, if somebody is not gridding that qualified or entered the race, you'll have to sit here for 2 minutes. Oh, geez. Whoa. So he's quick, but he's having some blinking issues. Hopefully we don't have any issues with that. He's got to be a little kid or something. He's driving like a moron. Come on, man. This guy's driving me nuts here. I hope he isn't one of these jackasses that hangs back trying to get a jump start on everybody. Oh, 40's hitting the wall. I probably should have.
Green flag next time by.
I probably shouldn't have done this race because, like I said in the practice, if you pay attention to how much everybody's wrecking around you in practice, it kind of gives you an idea what your race is going to be like. And they were wrecking quite a bit. So, I mean, this idiot here in the number 1 is swerving all over the place and backing down, and the number 40 was hitting the wall during pace laps. I mean,
getting ready here, getting ready.
This may be a disaster. I'm about to find out. Number 1's blinking really bad.
Pace car's in. Green flag, green flag.
If I don't talk too much during the race, it's because when I tend to talk, I'll end up making mistakes a lot. So
outside,
the one is on our outside. Looks like we're clear of him, thank God. See, he's blinking. Now we got to catch up to the 40 and the number 5, sitting at 3rd.
.594. You're in 3rd.
I hear somebody behind me. It's gonna be that number 1 who drives kind of like an idiot. And he hits me.
18.518.
So, that number 1 idiot hit me from behind. Looks like he probably took out the number 40 too.
28.171.
What happened to you, 40? You were up front.
Go low.
And he exited. The guy who was causing all the wrecks.
17.747.
So, he's obviously an idiot. But it put me back to 6th. I was running in 3rd. Probably could have caught up and got a 2nd or 1st. But we'll see what happens now. Not a lap down, but the leader's not too far behind me. So, disappointing race. Probably could have podiumed, minimum podium, but feel pretty confident I could have maybe won this one. But for those who are just tuning in, we got dumped by the car we were worried about right in the pace laps, driving like an idiot.
17.285. Outside, clear outside, outside, clear.
Hopefully this Roy hair guy doesn't take us out.
Got one outside, clear to the top.
And he bumped us.
17.8.
Looks like he probably took himself out. God, some people, man. If you're just getting into iRacing, for God's sakes, be patient. I mean, we're 10 laps into a 30-lap race, and these guys are dumping people and ramming them from behind, and you know, it's not that hard to let off just enough to not hit a car. And then, you know, if you're a faster driver, you're going to end up around them. You know, it's one thing if you're doing a little bump to let somebody know you're there and, hey, get out of my way, but it's another when you're just an idiot. Alright, so 4th is ahead of us. I mean, we went back to, what, 7th or something? We've already got back up to 4th. See if we can podium this baby. I don't think I'm going to catch up to 3rd. Maybe. He's way up there. I can definitely catch this number 6. Alright, we're catching up to 6 now.
17.64.
See, as you can tell, I let off the gas just a hair. Don't ram him. Able to get underneath him. It's not that hard, people.
Car stopped up high. That car is a lap down.
Oh, that's a lap car. I thought it was third for a second. I'd say maybe we will podium today.
17.652. You're back and forth.
All right, so we're in fourth now. After we were running in third at the beginning of the race and got dumped by a guy, and went back to, I believe it was seventh, almost a lap down. Made it all the way back up to fourth now.
7, 8.
And all I'm, as you can tell, I don't get really aggressive in my driving. I'm just patient and consistent. We got 14 laps left. I might be able to catch up to third. He's right ahead of me. He's not that far ahead. 4 seconds. Maybe he'll make a mistake or two and get a podium out of this after being dumped.
17.569.
So fifth place is back there, 3 seconds back from us. We're gaining time on third. We were 4.1 seconds about a lap or so ago. Now we're down to 3.5. So I'm running a better line than he is. Down to 3.2. I just made a mistake though. Kind of bogged down coming out of 2.
Slow car up high.
Oh,
Slow car down low.
looks like everybody up front might have just wrecked.
Go low. Go low. 17.744.
Alright, so they had a wreck up ahead of us.
Got one inside.
So I'm going to be patient with him. I'm going to just ride the top. He's down below me, even though I'm trying to get his position.
18.581. Then to go to strike.
Just be patient. I know I'm faster than him, and he's got damage from that little wreck. He just made another mistake because he's trying to keep me off of him.
18.01.
Hey, I'm telling you, being consistent and careful pays off a lot more than driving like an idiot trying to make positions. I'm going to be able to take him.
Inside, clear inside. 17.989.
That was uncalled for. So he's trying to block, which is against iRacing code if you didn't know that. I would not doubt if he slams into me.
Clear to the top. 18.333. Back in third. Keep hustling. Good job.
We got back into third. He's dropping back behind me now. But see what his impatience got him? He tried to block.
17.8.
Ended up making him lose that podium spot. Now I've got it. And I'm pulling away from him, so I'm safe. I got 2 lappers in front of me. Don't think I'm going to catch up to second. Not in 5 laps.
17.653. 5 to go.
So, race is almost over. Limited late model here at Volusia. We've got to watch out for these lappers. Make sure they don't take us out. If you're tuned in or you find this video and you like short track, asphalt, and dirt track racing, and you want to watch it in VR, go ahead and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. If not, that's cool. It don't matter to me.
Clear.
I'll get better with my broadcasting, or not broadcasting, my streaming of the videos later, once I figure out what works best. But if you're just tuning in, we were up in third at the beginning of the race, fighting for the lead. Got dumped by the 4th place guy, brought us all the way back to 7th, almost almost to the point where we were going to be lapped, and we've made our way back up to 3rd now, and catching up to the leaders, but I've run out of time.
White flag next time by a stripe.
White flag.
Not a lead lap car.
So we're going to podium.
17.
Moral of today's story, just like all of them, be patient. If you're new in iRacing, you're not that good, I promise you. Patience, consistency pay off a lot more than driving like an idiot.
Slow car up high.
And
Car stopped up
so
high.
we podiumed
Go low.
here. Even with the guy who was in third, the number
After checker
4,
flag.
Dustin Cowdery,
Great job, driver.
tried to block and dump us, and we still managed to pass him with patience. So, all right. So we managed to get 3rd place. Started in 4th. We got dumped when we were fighting for the lead. Went back to like 7th and managed to crawl our way back up to 3rd place. Let me get a shot of the car. There we go. So feel free to subscribe, guys, if you like short track racing.